Hey there, if you're new here, just hit that button down below. But yo people, I had to re-upload my Tylee video because I got a copyright issue with it. And it's weird, it's always like my avatar videos that get like the issues. But would you mind just like leaving a comment down below and hitting the like button because that'll help the video get back up. I think we were at like 50,000 before I had to take it down and stuff like that. But yeah, that would just help me so incredibly much. And just, thank you again for all those who just always support me. And if you don't want to rewatch the video, even though I did add some stuff in it just to make it like different from the original, of course, because of, copyright BS. If you don't want to like just rewatch the entire thing, could you just like open a tab and then just mute the video and just let it play all the way through? I think that'll help with like my retention on it because I worked really hard on it and I wanted to get all the views and stuff like that I put in, like because of the work I put in. But again, thank you all so much. It's just if you could leave a comment down below and a like just to help the video like get noticed more, that'd be so great. And thank you again so much. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy the video. The King has returned to streaming. Though to be fair, like I already have the Blu-ray set. I mean, it's legitimately great series and I highly recommend it. Yo, do's and do that, your friendly neighborhood Jaxblade is back with another episode of Would That Work Out? The series where I use my knowledge of personal training and exercise science to analyze how effective a fictional character's routine would be if attempted in real life. And today we're covering actually one of the girls I had one of the biggest crushes on back in middle school and high school, my girl Tylee, the badass gymnast martial artist of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It is the Avatar. And friends. Hey.
Okay, but legit real talk though, like as a kid, I had a massive crush on Tylee. Like I was in love with Tylee. I loved her so much. She was on par with freaking Starfire from Teen Titans 2003. Had the biggest crush on her, like I was in love with her. Freaking Space Jam Lola Bunny, I don't give a damn. She fine as hell, yif yif. And freaking Sora from Digimon. Like those were like the four girls right there that were animated that I just had massive like actual feelings for. It was so funny. But like before anyone starts commenting, oh well, that's freaking weird because blah blah blah, Chris Hansen, blah blah blah. All right, freaking Avatar: The Last Airbender came out in 2005. I was 14 in 2005. 90s kids for life, baby. All right, so don't try that weird shit. Also, the freaking comic books aged them up as they went along because they aged up the Boomerang squad. Get it, Boomerang, because they're older. But like, no, they aged them up over the course of the years. And not to mention freaking Legend of Korra, where that takes years and years plays afterwards, and Tylee's probably like a fine-ass fit gilf teaching chi blocking classes now, so I got no shame saying it. I love Tylee. She's bae. But today we're going to just analyze Tylee's training and see how effective it would be in real life. Now, I know for starters, we never actually saw Tylee training, but what I'm able to do is use my knowledge of fitness studies and exercise science to see like what she is able to do and real life equivalents to that, or like what type of skills she would have to train and able to fight how she does. You know what I'm talking about? So sort of like when I did my how Jason Voorhees got so strong training in the woods, even though they never like showed it, but it was heavily implied. Like there's a bunch of stuff that he did. Like I did a whole video on that you can check out, or my Michael Myers video where when we're not talking about Curse of Thorn, watch my Month of Halloween series if you want to know about that. But I talk about how Michael could realistically be as strong as he is in those movies. So what I'm doing here is just going to see all the stuff she can do and then just look at, okay, she probably did this type of training. Sort of like what I also did that with Sanji as well. But hopefully, if the creators ever see this, please give us a Tylee training arc. I love Tylee and I just want to see like that training arc, what she did like to get the skills down. That'd be so freaking cool. But I digress. Let's get right into this video.
So as a little girl, Tylee was born to a royal family and was one of 7 identical sisters. So if a dude got turned down asking her out, he has 6 other chances. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I just had to say it. But each of them rightfully wanted to stand out on their own, and so they each picked different hobbies. And for our optimistic ball of sunshine, she chose acrobatics/gymnastics.
Azula?
Now, gymnastics is one of the best things any able-bodied person can learn because it gives you so many incredible physical attributes and abilities. Number 1, it can increase your coordination, which can enhance your overall athletic ability, and also it'll help you prevent all kinds of injuries and help you just stay more effective as you age. Number 2, it will help you get stronger because you have to use all of your muscles to such a large degree while doing gymnastics. You will notice that your muscles begin to gain more definition and strength, and you will find it easier and easier to do moves that were hard when you were first starting out. The strength benefits also have a lot of carryover for a variety of things and truly help your body get more functional overall. And this is because you're getting your heart rate going up and engaging the muscles in your arms, your legs, your shoulders, your abs, your back, like freaking everything, dude. dude. Like, you're hitting so many freaking awesome muscles when doing gymnastics, and it's just insane. And hence why gymnasts are some of the most aesthetic athletes on the planet with great physiques. Also, weight-bearing exercises benefits like your bones because it helps them stay in shape and prevents brittleness. So women in particular experience a loss of bone mass as they get older, so engaging in weight-bearing moves from such a young age can actually help preserve the bone density and keep women from developing the bone disorders that sometimes come with age. So another reason Ty Lee's probably a fit old grandma like training people.
You're not prettier than we are.
3, it increases your flexibility, and I just did a whole video on why you should be doing yoga and how important it is for your health. But just to add a little bit more, as you engage in acrobatics, you condition your muscles to be more limber. Not only can this benefit you while you're doing gymnastic stuffs, but it also helps reduce the risk of injury and give you more control over your body when you're doing certain routines. And number 4, it makes you more disciplined because acrobatics themselves are just really challenging to master. So when you finally get a move down after months and months after, practicing this freaking insane move, then the freaking sensation of accomplishment of when you get this is just freaking euphoric. It's just like, oh my god, I finally was able to do this. It is incredible. Like, I'm able to do this insane feat now that I thought I would never do. It's such an amazing accomplishment. And so when all of these are put together, you get a super athletic individual with great strength, power, flexibility, and body control to perform many incredible feats. I mean, just go look up freaking Cirque du Soleil. So with that said, it makes sense why Ty Lee was such a formidable foe for Aang and the gang. Her training of circus-level acrobatics and made her extremely agile, strong, and flexible for combat. In addition to her gymnastic skills though, she had also developed her parkour and free-running abilities at a young age. For the few of you who may not know what that is, parkour is a training discipline using movement that was developed from military obstacle course training, and practitioners aim to get from one point to another in a complex environment without assistive equipment and in the fastest and most efficient way possible. So they get to do all this freaking cool Spider-Man stuff. The benefits of learning free running would give Ty Lee quick thinking and reaction speed, since you have to be able to think on your feet when doing potentially dangerous jumps and tricks through areas you don't know what could happen to you. Creativity in your brain, since you have certain obstacles you don't always have a clear answer of how to conquer them, so you have to think, how would I get over this? So it just helps you be more creative. Skill related fitness, including agility, balance, power, speed, coordination, and reaction time. In parkour, you have to call upon all of these skills when jumping, climbing, and balancing through obstacles. And for Ty Lee, she used all of these when fighting her opponents. And of course, adding on to her insane core strength, since the core is the center of your entire body and is responsible for helping you freaking bend, twist, transfer power and strength across your entire body. Developing a strong core through parkour exercises, that's kind of funny, parkour exercises, also helps to prevent lower back injuries. Having a strong core fostered by parkour helps you maneuver through obstacles with ease. It's just fun to say.
Sounds like our girl, right?
I'm a boss ass bitch.
So far, everything we talked about seems to be correlating with what Ty Lee is able to accomplish. All right, like she can jump around like a freaking Power Ranger. She has superb control over her body and just her movement in general for her fighting abilities. And so I think this is pretty much where you just call it a wrap.
Okay, so Ty Lee has this ability to paralyze people, turn off their bending, or just leave characters like Mr. Spock.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
By hitting certain pressure points on their body, which she aptly calls chi blocking. Now, this is incredibly fascinating because yes, pressure points do work in real life. Anyone who says they doesn't hasn't been hit with one properly, but certain pressure points can drop you and they can make you experience extreme pain since there are so many over the body. Now, with Ty Lee's ability on whether this is fact or fiction, let's at how the pressure point knocks out the person biologically and scientifically.
Okay, right now I want to make this 1000% clear. All right, this is just for educational purposes, what I'm talking about right now. All right, this is not for you to go practice on someone you care about, like your mom, your dad, your sister, little brother, or something like that. Any of them, anyone close to you, any friends or something like that, like because you want to go do jackass shit. No, don't do that. All right, this is completely just me explaining what happens in the scenario. Do not do this because this can be potentially lethal and you don't want to do something that'll haunt you the rest of your life. Like, oh God, I accidentally killed my closest person because I didn't listen to this and I freaking did it and now they're dead. Now I'm in jail getting hounded by some guy. And it's just like, yeah, don't do it. It's freaking idiotic. It's stupid. This is just something that I find very interesting to talk about. But again, it's self-defense only if you were ever in a life or death situation. So, just saying that, stay safe, be smart, don't be a dumbass. There are a few locations in the body that actually result in knocking someone out, like completely, and that would be stomach 9, stomach 6, gallbladder 4, and gallbladder 20. So stomach 9, and yes, it's called stomach 9 on the side throat, is located on the side of your throat, and the way it works is by hitting the vagus nerve in the throat. Now, the vagus nerve controls the blood pressure in the arteries of like the upper neck and stuff like that. So what happens is when you hit this area hard enough, your body will think that, oh crap, my blood pressure has spiked. It gives a false measurement of high blood pressure. So what the body will do is it will start to lower the blood pressure. But because this is fake, like you're not actually like having high blood pressure issues, just like, oh, a fake like response, what happens is it drops the blood pressure, but then that ends up in you fainting. Like the person will faint. Like this is how a sleeper hold works as well, by doing this, like putting someone there and like constricting it and then just causing the blood pressure to go so like that's what happens. That's how that works.
Actually, I misspoke there. Let me correct what I said. So a rear naked choke, while it is in a similar vein of like hitting someone there, knock someone out, what actually happens is you put pressure on the carotid artery right here, and what it does is it shuts off blood flow and oxygen to the brain, and it can knock you out in like 7 seconds flat. Like in real talk, if you like get it, like depending on how much pressure you put and how fast you use it. It's very dangerous, and again, don't go practicing on your friends. Practice with a coach if you have it. But yeah, just want to make that perfectly clear, because I figured since I'm re-uploading, might as well put the thing in there that with the valid knowledge. But yep, there you go.
And next would be stomach 6, gallbladder 4, and gallbladder 20. And all of these work in a similar fashion because they're attached to your head. Now, if you've ever taken a combat sport class, right? All right, you know that getting hit in any of these areas right here, those are like just knockout points. Like those were just like, those are gonna turn off the body if you get hit there hard enough. And the reason that's because the brain is just this big central nervous system shutoff point. And you jolt the brain hard enough, you're just gonna drop. Like that's how people get concussions and the horrible stuff. Like that's why it's like so imperative just to have a great guard and be able to defend yourself in those regards. Because if you get struck hard in those areas, it's just like boom, lights out. Like that's just how it goes. But does that mean you can't tank the area? So this is the thing that I think is really just gives Ty Lee even more props, because you have to be fast and strong enough to hit those areas. Because like if you're able to guard right, like you're able to like walk out the way or just keep those areas safe, you can get tapped there and it's not automatically like, oh, I'm going down. Like you can like fight a bit through it, just be like, oh dang, like I didn't get hit hard enough there. So the fact that Ty Lee is able to just jump around like a freaking Power Ranger and just is fast and accurate enough to hit people there and knock them out, that it just gives just so much like praise to her skill. Like she is just a complete beast in that regard, because if you have like decent skill and you get hit there, or you don't get hit there as hard, like you can like take it a little bit, but if you get hit there just like you're rocked, then it's just like boom, buttons off, C-3PO going down. Those are just knockout points. Like there are other points on the body that if you're able to strike them, like you can paralyze the person temporarily. Like it's not gonna be like, oh, completely shut down unless you're just a complete master at that. But like, have you ever been hit here in the bicep? Like someone like freaking jammed you right here in the bicep, like it just shuts your arm down. And it's just like, oh crap, I can't move my arm to like throw a punch and stuff like that. That is actual like technique. And you know, we saw freaking Ty Lee do that to Sokka and a few other people.
And there are pressure points on the body that if you're able to hit them, you would cause intense pain, shock, dizziness, and temporarily immobilize a person. Hell, you know that freaking move Goku did where he freaking jammed Raccoon right in the solar plexus and knocked him out? You could actually do that in real life if you hit a person hard enough. But the reason Ty Lee was so deadly was because she was so efficient with her moves, speed, and knowledge of where to hit.
Bae is a beast!
But in conclusion, would Ty Lee's training work in real life? If you started doing parkour and gymnastics and took some pressure point martial arts classes, it could help you become a bit of a badass, but trying to rely on pressure points in an actual fight with resistance will require a lot of speed, accuracy, and effort on your end, which sometimes people just don't get. But overall, I think this training would be very effective at helping you to mold a person into a badass. You would just, it wouldn't be like on the level of, oh, I can just go tap someone, unless, you know, you trained extra hard. Like, we never know, like, you know, everything's impossible until someone does it. So, you know, let that be a little thing. But remember, stay safe, don't be stupid, and don't get yourself arrested.
Well, dudes and dudettes, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you learned something. Be sure to hit that bell icon down below and subscribe. I got tons of great videos coming, like my Tough Like the Tunes that I'm working on. Bam, that's what it is. I can't wait to get that done. And yes, a certain pig boy will be coming later this year, and a certain spiky haired you know who is coming later this year, but like I just want to work on piece by piece because I have so much to do. Also, I am so excited to announce this. Like I have a new program coming out, which is going to be like a follow-along program you can do in your bedroom. It's going to help you build muscle, burn fat, just get stronger, just be more confident, and it's like super short. Just I made it because I thought it'd be like a fun challenge. I started working on it back in January, so be sure to follow my Instagram and Twitter account for when I post about it, because like I'm gonna be posting. I'll probably do a video too, but just check down below. But as always, I like to do this little thing where I get to see how many people stayed to the end, because like it shows me just how many people like stay in. My audience retention helps a lot. So if you made it this far in the video, type hashtag TyLeeTopBae. Like that's the thing, TyLeeTopBae, because I love it down below. Though Toph is my favorite character in all of the Avatar series, but like Ty Lee was just the one I was like, she's great, whatever. But anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you again. Remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, Muay Thai. Now go train like Ty Lee. Booyah!